Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video on this brand new YouTube channel. Today guys, I'm going to be starting off with a video that is, I didn't really want to start off with on the channel too much because it's not really something that that I would have thought would have came out sort of as fast as it has, but I feel like I kind of need to cover this. I feel like I need to cover this because it's getting a bit ridiculous now, this whole thing. But let me start from the beginning. So, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is being released in October of this year. It looks absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen the trailer for this game, check it out down in the description below. It is, for anyone who sort of hasn't seen it, then I'll give a sort of a brief, quick talk about it. So, Modern Warfare is taking Call of Duty back to its roots, back to where it actually started, and showing war how it actually is. Black Ops 4, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, and I'd say a little bit maybe Call of Duty Ghosts, but not too much, all blew war out of proportion into something that it just isn't. It sort of, like, especially Black Ops 4 is a game that's been sort of released to kind of attract a younger audience with all the sort of emotes and the Fortnite dances and all of these like colourful colours and whatnot. But I think that Call of Duty maybe kind of forgot where they came from when creating that game, because at the end of the day, what you guys have got to remember is Black Ops 4 is still rated an 18, so them trying to go back and create a game to draw children in, well, not, I wouldn't say children, but a younger audience in to enjoy this game, doesn't really add up to me, to be 100% honest. But anyway, let's get back to where we were. So Modern Warfare has been released in October of this year, and it's a completely different look on war to what we've seen over the past few years of Call of Duty, which has been sort of flying around and whatnot. And it looks absolutely incredible, but I knew for a fact as soon as I saw the trailer for this, as soon as I heard all the leaks to this, I knew for a fact the controversy that was going to come back, the absolute backlash that Call of Duty were going to get for releasing something like this. And I don't particularly want to go too badly in this video on it. I will have a podcast over on iTunes, hopefully going in depth and talking properly about the whole situation. But in this video, I want to focus mainly on sort of what's going on rather than why I think it's going on. But I will throw a couple of my thoughts out there for the moment. So if you guys take your mind back to Call of Duty World at War, take your mind back to Call of Duty, is it Call of Duty 3? I think it's Call of Duty 3. You guys will remember, especially in Call of Duty World at War, when you used to blow a zombie up, for example, and bear in mind, the zombies in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World at War was called Nazi zombies, but has never been called Nazi zombies since, due to controversy. Due to controversy, that was all a realistic look on war. So World at War would take World War II, for example, and show it, within the campaign at least anyway, would show what war was really like back then. And it was an actual simulation game. But as times progressed, so World at War was that, and then it went to, I believe Modern Warfare 2 was released after that. yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was released after that, which again was a simulation of war. And if you guys scale your mind back to the mission No Russians, which obviously if you guys have seen any of the controversy on Modern Warfare so far, you guys will know that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a soft reboot of the Call of Duty franchise, and will be taking kind of No Russians as a kind of thing that they kind of want to not base it off of, but what they want to, what they kind of want to show and what they kind of want to kind of portray with the game. Now, in terms of controversy within Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. When Modern Warfare 2 was first released, I believe that it was banned in quite a few countries due to No Russians, and there is a warning at the beginning of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 saying some missions may contain sensitive images or sensitive scenes. Are you sure you still want to play this? And you can choose to sort of play it or not play it. Now, guys, all of the sources that I'm sort of talking about now come from the Gaming Revolution's video. I will link that down in the description below. He does a more sort of in-depth, detailed video on sort of talking about some of the articles that have actually been released by the media, talking about the CIA. I know that someone from the press has gone completely deluded, or some sort of, I'm not even sure where this guy's coming from, but he's gone ahead and spoken about the fact that the CIA is taking over all forms of media, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare is propaganda for Islamic State and America, trying to make America look good and make this terrorism look bad. And it's just all absolutely ridiculous. Like, it is utter just, I don't even know how to explain like my personal feelings on this, because at the end of the day, Call of Duty has always been a simulation of war. If you look on Steam or on anywhere else that you can go by category of game, Call of Duty the older ones anyway, were down in the simulation section, and it is a simulation of war. That is what Call of Duty always was. Call of Duty is the Call of Duty. So it's always been sort of based on. It's always been based on war and showing and portraying that kind of light. And what war is actually like. And then because of all this controversy, personally, in my opinion, most of what I'm saying isn't actual sort of proven kind of facts, but my thoughts on it are, personally, I think that with all the controversy that Modern Warfare 2 brought, and that Black Ops brought, because Black Ops brought a load of controversy in terms of some sort of leader, it was just all a bit mad. It all got blown out of proportion, and Activision got sued, and they sued back, and it was just all mad. And I think that's personally the reason why maybe Call of Duty decided, do you know what, maybe it's time for us to change it up and go back to and start doing sort of Infinite Warfare, and stuff that's a little less realistic, because maybe they don't want the controversy. Personally, if I was a company and I was getting all this backlash from games that I was creating just to kind of show a perspective on war, it's just all been kind of blown out of proportion, and it's just a little bit ridiculous, if you ask me. The whole situation's just a bit silly, to be honest, and I don't really agree with it. But going back to sort of some more actual information, without me sort of speculating stuff, So a guy did actually put on Twitter who was actually flown out to Infinity Ward. Now, guys, bear in mind that I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head. I haven't got any notes. I kind of just picked up the mic and started recording this because it's something that I wanted to speak about from deep down rather than kind of planning a video and then not being able to speak about it sort of with the thoughts on top of my head. So bear in mind I may be a little bit sort of everywhere and a little bit kind of like not really know what I'm talking about, but that's just because I don't have a script written down. I don't have any notes or anything in front of me. I literally just have my laptop with the mic and I'm recording. So anyway, so a guy did actually tweet out who went and saw the mission at Infinity Ward. I'll read out what he said. So studying the article myself from Dean Takashi, don't quote me if I've said that right or wrong. He apparently in the Gaming Revolutions video, he states that this is trying to get the campaign cancelled, but I can't see anywhere in the article it's saying that. Maybe I'm missing it. I haven't read it properly. I did just skim read it. I will leave it down in the description below. Let me know if you can find that because I'd be interested to read it. I don't really have time to read through the whole article. It's about 6 months long. But yeah, in terms of other stuff, there has been another rumor, not even another rumor, there has been another journalist come out and actually say something. I will, in fact, read this article to you this time because this one is interesting. Right, so this article, in fact, is actually quite amusing. So the title starts off with White Helmets, Gas Attacks and Evil Russians. The new Call of Duty video game is CIA propaganda. Again, guys, I'll leave this article down in the description below for you to read the whole article, but I will skim read it for you just so you guys can sort of get a little bit of information within this video. So you're in the Middle East and after a big explosion caused by an aerial bombing, a female child is stuck under all the rubble. People come to remove the remaining rubble and pull the girl out. The toxic gas is deployed. Obviously, if you guys have watched any of the other videos from bigger YouTubers who actually got flown out to Infinity Ward to see the game early, you'll know that this actually comes in one of, I think it's the second mission of the campaign. Well, not of the campaign, but that got shown to the guys who got flown out. And basically, if I remember rightly, you are a child and there's your father. I'm not sure if I'm right in saying this. I will link another video back down in the description below as well for you guys to check that out, which will have all the full details in. But what I can remember is you guys get... I think you guys play as a child and you see your dad get killed by, I think it's a Russian soldier, because your village is like getting taken over or something. And then you end up, the Russian soldier ends up killing your dad in front of you, and then you as a little girl have to do a sort of a chase around your house, like a cat and mouse chase, and then you stab the soldier and then you shoot him with his own gun. That's what I got the gist of anyway when I saw it, but more on the article. The second mission, oh, here we go. So here we go. This is like a brief breakdown of what I was trying to explain. So it says, the second mission we were shown was a flashback mission that gives us a look at why two rebel fighters that are a part of Call of Duty Modern Warfare became rebel fighters. These rebel fighters will connect with Captain Price through the Modern Warfare story. They did not show us but mentioned to us the scene of a big explosion in a country in the Middle East. After the explosion occurs, we were taken into the possession of a female child who is stuck under all the rubble caused by an explosion. The explosion was a drone strike by a Russian. She was panicking and yelling for help. Another girl is stuck next to her but unresponsive. She tries to push her way out under fallen rocks, blah blah blah. You guys get the gist of it. A Russian soldier is ordered to check door by door and come into their house before they can leave. The father pleads with him not to shoot because there are children in the house. The father lunges towards the attacker to take the weapon away and stabs him. The little boy tries to help the father take down the attacker, but the attacker throws the boy into the door knocking him out. The Russian soldier is a lot stronger and shoots the father numerous times in front of the daughter. The daughter runs for cover. The soldier starts to search around the house and starts to run into vents. This begins a little cat and mouse style chase, that's what I said earlier. She picks up a screwdriver and runs at him, stabs him in the leg. He yells, the girl runs again, back to cover, blah. You guys get the gist of it. So it's a lot of, it's very, very sort of real kind of, it's very, very real. Like, this game is primarily to show what war is, well, not is like, but is sort of meant to give a real simulation of war. And what I really don't understand is the game's rated 18 already. Like that's a complete, that's not even a question in my mind. This game is 100% going to be rated 18. And at the end of the day, you need to be 16 to join a war. You need to be 16 to actually see this in real life, but 18 to play the game. Now, I do understand that because of immaturity levels and how mature you are within the game, because obviously when you join the army, you get through all tests and what sort of mental health tests and normal tests as well, academically, and they'll test sort of all of this stuff already. So I understand it having to be an 18. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. But what I don't understand is why all these news sources are blowing this well out of proportion, like it's stuff that's not happening in our lives. It's this, like they're acting as if this stuff, this terrorism, isn't actually happening within the world that we live in today. If it was, I think I'd be more inclined to be annoyed at them trying to show a war within the future rather than them trying to show a war and actually educate the children of today, and actually educate people on what war is actually like, than them trying to sort of show what futuristic war would look like. I think it's just completely, I think it's, in a way, I think it's quite disgusting, some of the stuff that's happening. I will read some of the comments down in the underneath this article. As I say, guys, I will leave the article link down in the description below. But some of the comments down here are actually quite disgusting as well. So it's one comment is from Mick Hall. I'm not even going to bother trying to. It's fine. It says, well, the idiots that spent their time with these stupid games are zombified already. Many thanks as article, kind regards. That's from Mickey. I don't even want to try. So we've also got others going. CIA owns every form of media in this godforsaken country. Disney to Electronic Arts to the major prince houses in New York stickering. Oh, being funny. So what? They're trying to say the CIA owns FIFA, yeah? Electronic Arts. Come on, man. They own Disney, yeah? It's stupid. What else is there? It's a word I'll never speak, although we all know it. And know the removed language. No. So yeah, I mean, some of these are just ridiculous. Like most of them in foreign languages, but it's fine. It says EA Games is owned by Jaws. Most gaming platforms are, and now moved its development studios to Israel. No wonder Israel print its white helmets as good guys. Propaganda starts with the kids. I mean, it's just disgusting. Like, I don't understand how this is just blown so far out of proportion, for God's sake. It's a game. We do have a comment on this article that does actually back it up. It says, how goddamn stupid can you get, mate? Modern Warfare represents a cold, realistic interpretation of real-world environments. People like you who shy away from the world around us fail to understand that writers and producers are going through when telling a compelling story, when comparing a cohesive story based around war, whether it's a film or a video game, where the difference is you are the one who makes the harsh decisions in a virtual reality that has no impact on the wars that are going on now. You are an absolute joke. Now, I completely agree with that. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and try and lie within this video. I think that the articles that are being written on Call of Duty Modern Warfare saying that the campaign needs to be cancelled because it's actually showing what war is actually like is an absolute joke. I'm not being funny, but Battlefield didn't get a load of backlash to do with this. And maybe it did get a little bit of backlash here and there, but I know that it didn't get anywhere near as much backlash as this is getting. And I think that personally, this is actually disgusting. Like the way that people are going out and talking about video games and talking about another company who have spent their time and money to create something that is trying to educate the people of today on what war is actually like. Because it's been shown as the media to be a sort of nice environment and something that when something really does happen within our society, for example, a terror attack, then the media can go and blow it completely out of proportion. But I just think it's absolutely disgusting. All I'm going to say is when this game's released, I just pray to God that there is no kind of that there's no sort of massive terror attack or anything that happens, because I'll tell you the controversy that this game will get in backlash relation to that is just going to be absolutely huge. And I think that it's absolutely disgusting that the media are able to go out and say this kind of stuff about something else. And I pray to God that Call of Duty don't censor any of the stuff. This game will be banned in multiple countries. I'm telling you, it's definitely going to be banned in Germany. For example, it's going to be banned in China. I don't even need to think about that because I know Modern Warfare 2 is banned in them countries, so this game would 100% be banned there as well. Because if we are, if everything that's sort of been said is right, and saying that Modern Warfare 2's No Russians mission is nothing compared to this, then it's going to be banned in some countries. Now that is down to the government and down to whoever deals with that and wants to ban it in that country. That's fine. I don't have any problems with that. But writing propaganda articles, not even propaganda articles, writing articles, media articles about it, shaming it this badly is an absolute joke. I think it's an absolute joke. I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Obviously, I will be doing more videos like this, talking about sort of the controversy within this when more comes out, because no doubt within 2 weeks or so, there's going to be another load of articles that we're going to have from another load of... I don't even want to talk about it, but guys, I'll be back with another video just like this as soon as I have some more information, and as soon as we hear more about this and more news articles written on this, because no doubt there will be. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video. Guys, I will catch you in my next video in a bit.